So I just thought I'd turn this one over. It's idling a little bit because it's on a bit of choke, but I'll just turn it over so you hear the facet pump initially. So, just a little quick thing. You've probably noticed I'm wearing this beanie, and it's in the middle of summer. That's because it's got a blue Peter badge on it, which was kindly given to me by Piper Doug out on the prairies in Canada, and I promised him I would put it on and show it. I was deprived as a kid. I never won a blue Peter badge, but apparently he's got a few. Okay, this morning got up, I'll take this off. This morning got up reasonably early with my wife and was hoping to get the car registered, but unfortunately there's been a bit of an issue, which I didn't realise. The bottom line is I can't get it registered in time for IMM. So the first date they can give me, because it has to be a government inspection, because we're taking this car from the UK and putting it onto the roads in Austria, or registering in Austria, they have to do lots and lots of checks, and they have to do an engineer's report, an MOT, which is quite stringent here. They even check the VIN number here on the scuttle. Everything. They really go through it like a dose of salt. The problem is the very first one is the end of September, the start of October, which is quite some time after IMM. And my initial thought, or my initial disappointment, I was obviously pretty pissed off, and I thought, well, sod it, there's no point in bringing the car in the trailer just to show the car. And then I spoke to my wife and kind of calmed down after an hour or two, and she said, well, you know, how much were you going to drive the Mini while you were there? And the only thing we're going to be doing with it is driving to Haynes Museum on the Saturday. We've got a YouTube kind of meet, and we're all going over to, but Mark Draper has kindly enough said I could run his ERA, which he's fully comp on, and I've got fully comp on any car, so that's good news. Yeah, so I've decided against it. I'm going to bring the trailer and the car. I'd like to show it. I'd like to see what people think of it, and I hope you'll come over and see us all. There's about 16 or 20 odd guys that I've mentioned over years now, and now we'll all be basically camping together. It's going to be YouTubers Mini Club. You'll see a banner that I had made, and hopefully you'll join us, and you can get to have a look at the car and see what you think. Fortunately, I can't put it on the road over there, but yeah, that's the way it goes, I guess. I was very disappointed this morning, I have to say. I mean, I had no idea it took that length of time. The problem here is all the garages, when it comes to summer, they tend to shut down for 3 weeks. So the owners, the people that work there, they all go on holiday at the same time. And I guess it's the way they work it, and that's what it is.
Hi everybody. Right, here we have a standard A+ 1275 crankshaft. As you can see, it's bog standard, hasn't been modified at all. Now compare that to this one. Now this is an SH Engineering Miglia spec crankshaft, very highly modified. You can see there where it's been balanced and lightened. The journals are totally different to a standard crank. Compare those journals there and the webbing. There's a lot of metal being taken out of this crank. It's a brand new crank. It's not a modified second hand one. It's brand new. Now look at the journals there compared to those. You can see the difference in the whole crank itself. You can just see they just look totally different. Superb piece of machinery. These cranks are used by SH in their Appendix K race cars. It's basically a race spec. Well, it is a race spec crank. The guy at SH, Dave, who does these, he builds all of the engines, the race engines for Endafo in his race cars, and these are the cranks that are used in those as well.